Good morning all of you. My name is Tanushri Dalai from Civil Engineering branch, and today I am going to teach you your Theory 1 paper which name is Structural Mechanics. So in the previous class we discussed about the mechanical properties of the material. Okay, and we discussed about the elasticity, plasticity, ductility, then malleability, toughness, hardness, brittleness, rigidity. Okay, after that we discussed in the previous class. So today we will discuss about the next mechanical properties, which is your creep. So creep is also known as cold flow. Why? So see, it is the tendency of the material by which it can move slowly or deform permanently under the influence of the stresses. Okay, so it is the time dependent deformation when material is under constant loading. It can occur as a result of long-term exposure to high levels of stresses that are still below the yield strength. So overall, creep means it is the property of the material by which a body can deform permanently but in a slow process, okay, due to the loading system. And it is also a time dependent deformation. That means according to the time, day by day, due to the loading system, the creep value is increasing in nature. Okay, and the creep value is always below the yield strength. So yield strength means the maximum capability or the optimum stress or optimum strength exerted by the object or the body. Okay, then comes to the tenacity. So tenacity refers to a material's toughness or resistance to breaking or being deformed. So tenacity describes the reaction of the material to stress such as crossing, bending, breaking or tearing. Okay, we know that whenever a body is subjected to loading system, the body gives a reaction to the external force for the withstand against the load system. So that time the reaction which is exerted by the body is known as your tenacity. Okay, so next one is your fatigue. So fatigue is a important property of the material, and the fatigue term is also comes in your semester exam as 2-mark question. So what do you mean by fatigue? So let's see. Fatigue is the weakening of a material caused by cycling loading. That means the loading which is in cyclic behavior. Okay, so that results in progressive and localized structural damage and the growth of cracks. Due to the fatigue, the damage is occur and also crack, also growth in the body or the structure. Then the tendency of the fatigue is also to fracture by means of progressive brittle cracking. Brittle cracking means the crack which doesn't give a indication or a sign of failure. Then under repeating, alternating or as we can say cyclic stress of an intensity considerably below the normal strength. Okay, so next one is your durability. So we know that in the previous class and from the beginning of the class I told you that durability means it is the capability or it is the ability of the structure or the material by which it can be durable for a long lifespan. Okay, that means the longevity of the material or the structure. So it is the ability of a material to resist weathering action. It can resist weathering action, it can resist chemical attack, also corrosion, abrasion and other destructive forces which can be harmful to the structure during the useful life of the structure. So durability of the materials is affected by their physical, chemical, thermal, electrical and mechanical properties. Then it is defined as the ability of a material to remain serviceable in the surrounding environment during the useful life without damage. Okay. So next one is your stiffness. So stiffness, you can say it is similar to the rigid or rigidity of the body. So stiffness means it is the extent to which an object resists deformation in response to an applied force. That means whenever a body or a structure subjected to loading system, it always gives a return back force towards the external force, correct, for the stability purpose. So that's why your stiffness is the reaction or the deformation response towards the external force is known as your stiffness, correct. So next is your brittleness. So brittleness is the opposite of the ductileness nature. So it is the property of the material that fractures when subjected to stress but has a little tendency to deform before rupture. That means a brittle structure or a structure which is made up of brittle material can have the capability to deform for a little much, not so much, for a little much. So brittle materials are characterized by little deformation, poor capacity to resist the impact and vibration of loads, high compressive strength and low tensile strength. So this is your two types of the material. In the previous class, I have already told you that the material are two types. One is your ductile material and second one is your brittle material. So in the ductile material, so what do you mean by the ductile material? So the materials which is ability to undergo significant plastic deformation under which stress? The tensile stress before rupture and ductile properties of materials. In other words, we can say that if the materials is ductile, then the materials can be stretched out or stretched under tensile load. So we can take the example like steel, copper, aluminum. This kind of material are known as your ductile material. So next one is your brittle material. So what do you mean by brittle material? So brittle material is nothing but it is the opposite of the ductile material, correct. So material which break down or break without any significant plastic deformation under tensile stress is known as your brittle material. In other words, if the brittle material have sudden failure without any notice under tensile load is known as your brittle material. That means, as I told you in before class, that is whenever a body is subjected to loading system or in the tensile load zone, then if the structure is failed suddenly without any notification, then I can say the brittle material is that. Okay, you can take the example of rubber or glass or plain concrete etc. as a brittle material. So next one is your deformation of axially loaded members. Correct? So we will discuss from this part in the next class. So today this much. Thank you.